Good night, good night. We're gonna get started in just about 1 minute. Welcome. Just post in the chat, let me know where you're logging in from. Good night, everyone. It is good to be here on this another Sunday evening. Welcome to the fifth episode of Mind Matters, where we will be discussing matters of the mind because the mind matters. I am Alta Marie Elvis, and I want to thank you for joining me on this mindset journey. Last week, we spoke about going for our goals with Sophia Lightburn, and in this discussion, we touched on having the right people in our space. So our topic for tonight is who's in your circle. Proverbs 13 verse 20 says, he who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. I have with me tonight some awesome, wonderful ladies from Girl Talk, which is one of my circles. We are from different backgrounds, but we all have something in common, and that is the fact that we're all on our journey to success. Our road to success may be different, our goals may be different, but we're all on that journey. We meet monthly to encourage and motivate one another. Welcome, ladies, to the live. Awesome. Good to have you with us tonight. Just say hello to the folks.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
right.
how are you?
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so let's jump right into it. I'm gonna just let each of you just introduce yourself. Maybe just 30 seconds. Let me know. Just say your name, and maybe how you and I met. We're gonna start with Gia.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I am Ejia Cawley. I think I have known you for the longest out of everybody. So we have about maybe, I would say almost 20 years, almost.
Yes.
Because we don't want to give away our age of knowing each other. So we're going to round it off.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
All right. Linda.
Good evening, everyone. I am Linda Wright Patrick. I am co-founder of Unique Couples, and I am excited, of course, to be here with my girls. Yes. All excited. And I can't even remember it. It was just so far back. And then the connections of who and all that stuff. So yeah, it just goes far back. I remember being to school in Jamaica, yes. And very good friend, mutual friend, meeting Alta Marie while she was in high school. So I actually saw her. I remember, I think you still had Platzi. You had two plaques, I think, maybe.
No, I don't think so. You maybe like
yeah. So yeah, I met her all the way in high school, and I was a college student right there in Mandeville, Jamaica.
Yes.
That was the first time, we met.
Niska.
Hi, how are you? I hope my video doesn't break up a bit, but my name is Dr. Taylor Tannis, and I am so excited to be here on this wonderful platform. I can't wait for this discussion. But how I met you guys, well, Tommy, we just met recently through similar situations, and you were such a blessing to me in that short conversation. I didn't know you couldn't talk. And then Gia, I knew her from Noah Build the Ark, and Julie and my girl Linda, we met recently as well. So it has been, I think, something that the Lord has ordained, and I'm so thankful that you guys are my bosom girls. So happy for that.
Julie.
Hi, guys. Hi. Okay, my name is Julie Youth, and I have known Tammy. I used to see her. I mostly used to know her husband better than Tammy. So we get really connected in the girls' talk or the youth department too in church. Yeah, that's where we kind of met. But more was in the girls' talk.
Yes. All right. So Aniska doesn't know her, or she probably doesn't remember, but I know her from college as well, from university when she was out there. I don't know if she remembers that. We never, we weren't like buddies or anything, but I know your face from there. So yeah, so we all have been in the same space, in the same circle, but we never really connected until late last year. I think, Linda, this year makes a year, right? This month makes a year that we've actually really connected as a circle.
Yeah.
Yes, as a support group for one another. All right, so John Maxwell in his book, The Journey to Success, says the people around you determine your success. And we all know the proverb that says, birds of a feather flock together. Now, why do you think it is important for us to have a circle? And is it okay to have more than one circle? Anybody can answer.
Okay, I will answer.
We're all acting shy, and this is not how we are. But listen,
Let's go. Julie was there.
Yeah, Julie's gonna answer Niska.
Mercy.
Okay, go ahead.
It is important to have a circle because we all need support. We need people who will keep us motivated to achieve our dreams.
All right.
That's what's important to me. We still need people, and we need people to help us to motivate our dreams too.
Most definitely. Go ahead now, Niska, if you want to add on to that.
Well, definitely, you need those close friends to keep you accountable, to encourage you. And, your platform is all about, achieving those goals and become a successful, and making sure your mind is conditioned so that you can never give up and achieve those goals. Well, your friends help you to stick to that particular goal. They're the ones that let you know, like, when it's time for you to tighten the reins, when it's time to actually slacken up those reins and actually smell the roses sometimes, And the thing is, the other question you have is, can you have more than one circle? I truly believe that you can, because each person can offer you something different in life, can add a particular value to your life. For example, you ladies helped me to realize that I know one of the things that Linda brought up to me some time ago. She said, don't be perfect all the time, just get it done. Sometimes getting it done is a goal, and that is a good reminder for me. There's some other friends that I have there that really help me to realize, hey, Aniska, don't forget, this is what you need to accomplish. So each friend can offer you a particular gem or a particular thing that can actually contribute to your life. So those different circles, they can work.
Awesome. Anything, Gia or Linda, if you want to add something before we move on?
Yes. It's important to have a circle, also to be relatable, because sometimes even when you are in a relationship or you have a spouse, you still need those friends who can relate to you with that feminine side. So you have these friends who could be relatable, and they could put themselves really in your shoes and really try to add value to, what you think or stuff like that. So I think, they can be relatable. And yes, you can be a part of different circles. I would describe my friendships like those Venn diagrams that we learned in school. So you have, and some of them even intertwine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think any of mine intertwine. I think I have what you call them when the two circles are separate. There's no
Separated,
intersection. Yeah.
I think, yeah, whether the circles intertwine, intersect in so many different ways or not, having a circle is definitely important, and especially I know for men it's a little different. For females, we're more relational. We're more social. Not to say men aren't social beings, but we're more of that, and so we definitely need to be able to interact with others. And let's face it, we don't just interact with just one set of persons. We do that with, a lot of different persons. So when you talk about your circle, you're talking about, the people who know definitely for sure have your back. They're supporting you. They're motivating you. When they see you messing up, they'll be able to say, hey, hold you accountable and say, like Anishka said, maybe, no, you shouldn't have done that, or maybe you should do it this way. And if we don't trust the people in our circle, then you really don't have a circle. So you have to look at what is your circle, what is the circle set out to achieve. And if you're not sure of that, then that could be an issue.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that a little later on. All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for your input. Whoever we're around rubs off on us, because if you're constantly around negative people, you're going to find yourself being negative. If you are around persons who are motivated, you're going to find yourself having to pick up the pace and be motivated as well. So whoever you are around, they're going to rub off on you, even if you don't realize that they're rubbing off on you. So my next question, how do we find the right people for our journey? What are some of the characteristics that we're supposed to look for persons in our circle, or to add to our circle?
Okay, to find the right people in our circle is to find the right people for your journey. Look for the people who are positive, okay? And have quality are you searching for, okay? Make sure you pray about it in our circle. Okay, if we don't do these stuff, it wouldn't happen. Okay, we have to pray for it. Okay, and ask God to help us, and no matter what we are doing, okay, just our journey around our circle to be positive. You hang around positive people, and you're going to be positive. If you hang around negative people, you're going to be negative. So that's my kind of input right there.
All right, anybody else?
Well, I can agree more with Julie. I think the greatest step that you can take in terms of to choose those friends is to first ask God for wisdom, right? Ask God for wisdom. That's the number one key. The second thing is you have to determine what kind of values do you want in yourself, right? Do you want to grow spiritually? Do you want to be someone who is, well driven? Do you want to be someone when you speak, your words are filled with wisdom? Well, if that's the case, you surround yourself with those people, because after a while, that kind of characteristics will come on you because you're spending so much time with that person, especially if that's that bosom friend of yours. Those characteristics, you actually grow from that particular person. So my advice would be whatever gems or whatever values you want in yourself, that's the type of things that you look for in the friends that you have close to you. That's how you determine that.
And I could even go back, like if I look at myself, and I'll call myself like a social person. So before time, I just wanted to be everybody's friend, right? But as you grow and as you develop and mature, sometimes what you find is your circles will draw to you. Mm-hmm. Because you're exuding this type of energy that you're going to draw the right persons to you. So as you grow, I think sometimes you go on. I know everybody spoke about God, but it's the type of energy
Mhm.
and the type of, connection that you can be around, that it draws the right persons to you. And if you're not drawn to those persons, then you know that those persons aren't your people. You're not going to be everybody's people. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with that now. Earlier in life, I struggled with that. I just wanted to be everybody's people. But now I know that my people will draw to me, and those are the ones who are going to stick around.
Awesome.
All I'll say is I love it, I love it, I love it, Gia. You just have to know, like you know, and just be content with that, right?
Yeah.
You just have to know.
Yeah. Not everybody is going to be able to go on a success journey with you. Not everybody who you meet and who you're friends with are going to be able to go on, to go with you to where you see yourself as being successful. So you have to make sure when you're looking for these persons, you find somebody who has the capability of going with you. Does this person actually want to go on this journey with you? Some people they don't want to go for the ride. They only want to be there for the end result. Is that somebody you want in your circle? Somebody who just wants to piggyback off of what you've done, not there for you when you're going through or when you're pushing hard and doing all of that, and they're just here because, okay, now you are this maybe this big person in society, or you have this amount of money or whatever it is, and now they want to say, okay, you and I have been friends for forever, but they weren't there with you when you were in the dirt trying to get this done. You also want to make sure that the person is able to go with you. They may not have the mindset, they may not have the drive to go with you. Is that somebody, do you want to have somebody carrying along with you as dead weight? That's going to make your journey just a little bit harder. All right. And the next question that you want to ask yourself is, can they take that journey without you? Because if it is somebody if it is somebody who can go ahead and take that journey without you, then that person is already on going the same path as you, or going, they don't need you to pull them. They're going the same direction. You're able to now go together instead of you having to drag somebody along, and that person may not want to go, and then you're trying to get up, and as soon as you go up 2 steps, they pull you back down 3 because they're not able to do it by themselves. Niska, I see you want to say something. Itching.
Yes, because you hit a nail on the head, and I think that's what traps so many people, and that is they confuse seasonal friends with lifetime friends. And sometimes you need to know when the journey stops with that particular person, right? And the thing is, why it feels as if you're dragging that friend, or you told that friend, is because they're not there for that lifetime. They're just there for that season, whether it's for you or it's for them, right? And you need to know when it's time to let go and be okay with it, because at the end of the day, you have a purpose to fulfill as well. And along that journey of you fulfilling your purpose is to help this person, but to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So be okay with forming friends and be okay with letting them go. Like, I have friends that I had in high school, but they're not with me on this journey now. I thought they would have been there for a lifetime, but not that, we have odds against each other. It's just that as we grow, right?
Yes.
Right? Things change. And as we mature, and our mindsets are different, our goals are different, our journey goes in different paths, and we have to be okay with that as friends.
Yeah, and you basically answered the next question that I'm going to ask. Should our circles change based on our goals? If anybody else wants to add to that question, or if they want to answer that question with another answer or something, if you want to add something, go right ahead. Should our circles change based on our goals?
I know Julie is anxious. Before you start, Julie, I just want to say, I kind of had a little different take on it.
Okay.
With the circles. I just haven't, and I'm not really talking about circles. I'm talking about circle.
Yes.
That's
what we're talking about. We're not just talking about friends. We're talking about
circles
your inner
for this,
circle.
circles for that. This
Yeah.
is circle. This is like, you know, your core set of persons who you can definitely know they have your back. They can depend on you. It's like, hey, I need to go to Miami tomorrow. Something happened. Hey, what time you coming to pick me up? You want me to meet you at the airport? That kind of group that you need who will be your ride or die. Okay. Or like Meredith is saying, you know, her person, you know, your group is your persons. Like, but you know, for me, it's not about the person has to be on the same level, going the same way, or wanting the same thing. That really isn't the circle for me. The circle is, yes, you know, I'm going to try to help you accomplish your dreams. You might, you know, be along to help me as well. But hey, even if you're not sure what you want to do, or you just want to be whoever you are, and you just want to be, you know, just enjoy life. But my thing is, I'm supporting you. I'm there to hold your hand. I'm there to be there for you, even when you're slacking up, even when you're not doing what you need to do, even when, you know, just being that bona fide friend, not because, and then growing together, you know, coming to the point where you grow. Because if you drop everyone because, oh, they don't want to be this and they don't want to have this, you won't have anyone. You'll find that you'll be at the top and you'll be lonely. So the whole point of having a circle is you can grow, and you can see yourself growing together. And when you reach whatever top that is, you still have your core group of people with you. You don't have to reach the top and be like, oh, I have to go and find friends now, because you need a complete life. You know, your life needs to be well-rounded and not just, oh, I'm successful. Yeah, you have all the money, but then you have no friends. You have a bad marriage. You have, you know, all of these different areas, but then you have money. Okay, so that is not what it's all about for me. It's about being able to grow together.
Okay, yes, definitely. But you know, when I said success, there are when you're looking for persons in your circle, yes, you want that person who is supportive. You want to ensure that those persons, in order for someone to be supportive, in my opinion, you know, in order for somebody to be supportive of you, they have to have a certain mindset, because you have, you know, you have persons who are, they're not genuine with, you know, your accomplishments. They see you having something and then, you know, they're jealous of where you are. So in order to have somebody who is genuinely supportive of you, and you know, they have to have a specific mindset. They have to have a specific characteristics, not necessarily that they're going for the same goal as you, but they're going for some kind of goal. They have something that they're trying to achieve, not necessarily, you know, oh, you know, you're about unique couples, you're about trying to ensure that marriages are going well. That's not my goal, but I have a goal. You see what I'm saying? And you guys support me in the goals that I have, and I support you in the goals that you have. But we all have similar mindset to the point where, you know, we're going for something. Not necessarily the same thing, but we're going for something. Go ahead, Julie.
Okay, I noticed you'd ask a question.
Uh-huh.
And you said, should your circle change basic on your goal?
Mm-hmm.
Said, yeah. Your goal requirements is circle to support. And if they are not, that may be a problem. You don't need to jump from circle to circle. You need to build your circle right so you don't have problems. That's my thing right there. Because if you keep on jumping to circle, all you're doing is creating a problems. Okay? You just need to try to build it right.
Right.
Okay? You'll be trying till you get it right. So that's my thing right there, my goal right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gia, I see you moving. Are you have something to say?
Everybody covered what I said in every different way. But like you were saying, it's important for this circle, even though they may not know what the goal is now at that moment, it's important to know that all of them have a goal. or they're going in that same direction of knowing the importance of this. And even if they're not at the level that you're at, you can, always, encourage them and empower them and remind them sometimes, because I'm that person who may need that reminder that, hey, you can do it. Even though I may mean something else in the circle, but I need that person who's gonna keep me accountable, like Niska was talking about, to let me know that, hey, you said you're gonna do this. Where are you at now? So it's important that all of you do really have that same mindset and know, because you don't need somebody in that circle. You are a goal-oriented circle, and then you have somebody in the circle who telling you, oh, I don't believe in goals, or
there's
whatever.
a disconnect.
Yes. So you need to be on that same pathway, and also the same time you're encouraging one another. So even if I was a person that didn't realize how important it was to have a goal, by the time we spend more and more time together, I realize now that, hey, you know what it is for real. You need to focus. You need to know where you're going, not just have all of these ideas and you're not focused or motivated on accomplishing that thing. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Gia. Thank you, ladies. So it's true that, the greater your dream, the greater the dream that you have, the greater the person that you're going to attract. Gia talked about, having that energy, and the energy that you have attracts certain people to you and to your circle. But that's not enough. Gia, I'm going to use your word. You have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about who you have in your circle. All right, you must know where you are, where you're going, what it is that you want to accomplish. And most of us, we're trying to get to our full potential. So, you must know your goals. You must know what it is that you intend to do, where you intend to go. And this will determine the persons you have in your inner circle. All right. Now, I think we answered this one. I think Julie answered this one. The question that should we drop persons if they're not going in the same direction as us from our circle? Should we drop persons from our inner circle if they're not going in the same direction as us?
This is another one I struggled with because, like going back to being that friendly person, and you want to please others, and you just carry, you notice that you're carrying people along, and they really not probably your people. But I've found that as you grow, they end up dropping off. So maybe I don't have to say that, hey, it's not gonna work. I'm on this path now. But sometimes as you grow and you're shooting through the soil and you're coming up for that sunlight, and those dead leaves drop off because you're reaching towards the sunlight, I think they eventually drop. So that's just my thing.
You don't have to shut them out. They'll eventually just fall off.
Yes, for me, that is that. I don't know if that's the path that I should take, but I just feel that, I'm concerned about others' feelings and concerned about that. So that is the path that I've taken. And I've seen that it has worked, because eventually they just fall off, and we just, that's what I've.
You stole the words out of my mouth. You do not have to drop them. They will naturally drop off. And even with the natural drop off, Gia, because we want to, and then we'll tend to feel guilty that, hey, all of these persons will drop off. I think there is a way that we can make sure that, hey, we're still growing, but I think we can at times reach out, and it might not be that, hey, we're talking every day. You're my bosom buddy. You know, once in a while, I might give you a Christmas hail, a Easter hail, a New Year's hail, a birthday hail. Or, you still could maintain social contact with the person. You don't just want to extinguish them from out of your life. But as you grow, they'll drop off, because it's like darkness and light. They can't really. Once the light comes in, the darkness kind of fades away. That tends to happen. Sometimes your success and what is happening, and so people tend to drop off. But at the same time, if you know that, hey, these are people who you want to see come up with you, you need to make sure that they are the people who you're growing with. So we need to make sure we don't leave people behind because we're successful and we're on our way, and then we don't check for people, because it all comes full circle. And we need people, okay? And you need your people.
Yeah.
Your people.
Yep.
Yes. Gia, Casey says some people are negative and they call it being real. How do y'all feel about that? There's some persons who are just absolutely negative and they never have anything positive to say, and they said, oh, that's just the way I am. I'm just being practical.
You going there? Because I don't know.
I'm not falling into that. I'm not falling into that trap. I want to hear what Niska has to say about the question. I want to hear what you have to say about the previous question, and then I'll drop a note for Casey.
Okay.
I need you to repeat that because my video is coming in and out, so I'm having a little challenge here.
The question was, should we drop people from our circle when they're not going in the same direction as us?
Okay, so I heard the responses from Gia as well as Linda, and I agree fully. They will fall off naturally. You don't have to be cold-hearted about it. These are people who have feelings, who have emotions, and these are people that you once connected with. And there's a saying: the same people that you pass going up will be the same people that you may pass coming back down. And so you still have to be tactful in the way in which you conduct whatever affairs that you have. As I said before, and I remain with it, in terms of in life, you have to know those seasonal friends from those lifetime friends. And when you are able to clearly define what is happening in life, and I always take some time to really do some self-evaluation and really think about what's actually happening in my life. Are these people necessary? Is this person supposed to be close to me, or should I have them at arm's length? And once you are able to clearly define who are these people in your life, what are their purpose in your life, then you're able to conduct yourself. Yeah, they may have you close to them, but you don't necessarily have to have them close to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. And so that's my take on it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. Can you believe it? Half an hour has gone already. Anytime we get together, time just flies by so quickly. All right. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining. Just before we go, I'm just gonna give you all 30 seconds. For you, or that you want to leave the viewers with, as far as it relates to who we have in our circle. I'm gonna start with how it is on my screen. So I'm gonna start with Gia, then Niska, then Linda, then Julie.
I read this sometime, I think about 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna do it this way. These are people who are not in your circle. The people who can't be happy for your success, they don't belong in your circle. The people who create drama don't belong in your circle. The people who gossip about you to your mutual friends, they don't belong in your circle. The people who project their insecurities onto you don't belong into your circle. They will fall off as you grow. I'll end with that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Boy, that's some real people you can't have in your circle. That's a long list. I'm like, who is going to be in your circle by the time you finish? Nishka, I think you're next. I mute.
All right, my advice in terms of who you should have in your circle. One, definitely, I will reiterate what I said. Always ask God for wisdom who should be inside your circle, because sometimes we don't know. The next thing, choose friends who are truthful with you, right? You have one life to live, and you have to be very selective with who you allow with that one life that you have for this short period of time. So make wise decisions.
Great. Awesome. Awesome, Nishka. Awesome. Okay. My takeaway from the session today is knowing your circle. Keep it tight, maintain it, and be open and forgiving. That's my.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, forgiven, open. I love that. Trust, be able to trust them. And trust for me is a big thing, you know. Yeah, trust is a big thing. And, you know, you give people chances to be able to, you know, come clean and, you know, they don't. And then you just have to be forgiven, right? You just have to be forgiven. So for me, and that is something, listen, there is a difference between wanting to support someone and feeling like you have to support them. And when your persons can show you the difference, the distinction between the two, then you know you have people. You know you have people, and you know you have your circle when it's not about, oh geez, I have to support, let me go support. No. When you have these people who are excited and they want to be there and support and show up to support you, then you know you have a circle. If it ain't that, you don't got a circle. You just get pretenders in your circle. And so that for me is it. And guess what? I had to learn that the hard way. And it's a lesson that I think, you know, everyone should just embrace. When you know the difference and you see that difference projected, you know your circle. Circles don't lie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. It was awesome having you guys here with me tonight. The saying goes, show me your friends and I will show you. Yes, we're gonna show the shirts soon, Linda. Yeah, we all have matching shirts. Our girl talk shirts.
We are that girly.
Yes. Yes, the saying goes, show me your friends and I will show you your future. Think about what your friends are bringing in your life. What is it that they're bringing out of your life? Are they bringing out the best in you? If not, then it may be time to reassess your circle. Thank you so much once again, ladies, for being so supportive and for being a part of my life and for being a part of tonight's live. You all are absolutely amazing. Thank you, viewers. Thank you for those of you who are viewing. We'll see you next week for our next episode as we continue on this mindset journey to success. Enjoy your week and may God continue to bless each and every one of you and your families. Remember, change your mindset, change your lives. What's on your mind?